Okay, welcome back everyone. As you recall last time when we were recording, I mentioned that I was going to go on a journey with Hikari and Ochette and try to learn them new skills and stuff. So basically to make them more well-rounded warriors slash characters for basically to increase their utility in battles. And ever since then I've learned a few new skills for Ochette and Hikari. But I've noticed that despite them using similar functionality as far as using skills that they learn slash summoning creatures, there are several huge differences that you might want to keep in mind, because that's going to determine for you what skill set you want to learn for both characters. Let's start with Hikari, okay? For Hikari, he can challenge his opponent and learn skills. Learn skills by defeating them. But the difference between him and Ochette is that when he used those skills, he can literally select which targets to strike. And that's very useful when you are trying to select. Basically, it gives him more flexibility between learning skills that hits all foes versus skills that hit one foe multiple times. And obviously, hitting all foes is better for mobbing, but hitting one foe multiple times for the same weakness is good for bosses. And like I said, the biggest difference is that Hikari, when he uses skills like that, he can literally choose his opponent. Ochette cannot. I've tried some skills of hers, like for example, double thrust that I learned from a creature. I tried using it on a mob, and the creature just randomly struck one of the 3 mob enemy, and the one she struck was not even the one that's weak to spear. So that's one very important factor you need to notice. The second important factor that we need to notice here is Hikari, whenever he uses learn skill, there's always some sort of associated SP cost. Like, you've noticed that I've changed out my repertoire, and here you can see there are descriptions for each moves. So with Hikari, SP consumption is an incredibly important factor, because he's a warrior, he doesn't have that much SP to spend. Ochette, however, is different. Whenever she brings out these monsters, it costs her practically no SP. So basically, SP should not be a concern of hers at all. Though the strength of these creatures are also independent of her. So as you notice, some of these creatures are 4 stars, some are 2 stars, etc, etc. So basically the strength of those attacks are completely dependent on the creatures themselves. I don't think Ochette's skill factor into how powerful or damaging these skills are. Whereas I believe with learn skill from Hikari, all these skills are going to be based on his own physical attributes. So it's definitely better to have physical ability than to learn magical ability for Hikari's sake, because he's spending SP to use these skills. Keep that in mind. The downside to Ochette, though, like I said, is some moves you cannot decide who your target strikes, or at least I've had a bad experience with that. So most of the creatures I've recruited now all had attacks that hit all the enemies, so I don't have to worry that it'll miss my target. See, I have an attack type, a multitude of attack type with varying targets. Though the bad thing about Ochette is that the attack moves are not described to you. You know the name of the attack, but it doesn't describe how it works. Like Thornstorm, you wouldn't know what it does, but apparently it hits random targets multiple times. I don't even know how many times, but I'm gonna eventually replace it with something good. Highland Goat I just got recently as well. It does charge all. And I also recruited or captured a mountain ape, and you see that it does double cleave, basically 2 axe attack to all enemy. That is a great way to break shields for her. I also got antagonistic ant here because its attack, I think it hits multiple times and it can poison the enemy. So this makes it so that when Ochette challenges higher level or provoke higher level NPC, the poison actually helps her win. Basically helps her overcome the enemy, because poison damage is based on a percentage of the enemy's hit point. So now with regards to those two, the few differences I mentioned before, another major difference between Ochette and Hikari is that when Hikari duels or challenges the opponent, he can use all skills he's learned as a warrior. He can use all learned skills as well, and he can use item and defend and all that jazz. But when Ochette provokes an opponent into battle, she can only use her captured monster skill. So that puts more pressure on her to have a more well-rounded skill set. Even though she has 2, 4, 6, 7, she can have up to 7 creatures. Whereas Hikari only has up to 5 learned skill. So that's another major difference you guys gotta account for in battle. Let's see. I don't remember if Ochette can use item, but I don't think she can. But regardless, the fact that I mentioned that the strength of Ochette's monster is completely based on their star rating means that poison is an incredibly useful tool for her when she's trying to provoke, because no matter how strong the opponent is, they will be worn down by poison. Whereas Hikari, poison is less of an issue or less of a necessity for him because he's strong. He can definitely wipe out his opponent with his strength and his skill, as long as he can break them. So for him, breaking the opponent and then landing major powerful skill is more important. Whereas Ochette, I think poison is more important for her. She plays defensively, I think, when you're trying to provoke. So with that said, I kind of explained the rationale for why I choose certain skill sets now. So I'll just mention where I got a few of the skills. Arrow volley here is a skill I got from challenging, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Sesuke. I think he's the brother of that Senna. Senna is the man that Cassidy helped when she first arrived in Canterbury. He's the brother, and he can teach you the arrow volley skill, which hits multiple targets, makes Hikari way more useful. The other skill I learned for Hikari is fillet, which is basically a knife move that hits multiple times, and I learned that from this lady here. And then finally, I learned a Sacred Flames healing, which basically it's like casting regen on yourself, and I replaced First Aid with that. Because First Aid honestly was not doing as much of its job. It only heals like 100 hit point now, which is like nothing for Hikari. My banking is that Sacred Flames healing is a regen spell which might heal based on percentage. I haven't tested it out, but I pray that's what it is. Otherwise, Hikari might have some problem with trying to heal himself. Now, as far as Mahina is concerned, I picked up Mountain Ape 5, Highland Goat, and Antagonistic Ant recently. Also Dark Porcupine. All 4 of these I picked up over in, while roaming around in Borderfall, over here for reference. It's the same place where you find the altar of the Flamebringer. I was wandering around there at night, so for reference for anyone who's curious. Manticore actually is a creature I found back on the island of Totohaha in the Sanctum, the Tombs of the Warden Beast, which is like the first dungeon-esque location in Totohaha, near the Beasting Village, if you recall. Ochette had to go there to rescue the human girl, as a reference. I just go there and prowl around, and I found the Manticore. Now, one other thing I've done though since then is that I've discovered that there is a lady here that if you manage to get the information out of her, you get discount at inn perk. But yes, otherwise that's pretty much my summary for what I've done since then. So, with that said, what I'm going to do next is actually head to a dungeon we've neglected for a while here. It's over here. If you can tell, it's near the Candleblind Bridge. It's this dungeon. I think it's called like Lair of the Usurper or something like that. So I'm going to go in, see what kind of treasure chests they have. Any bosses, you know. See if they have any bosses, any license. And just finish exploring it. Because I think it's a level 16 dungeon. And once I'm done with that, then I'll move on to this cross adventure with Hikari and Agnea. But with that said, I'll see you over the dungeon. Okay, welcome back everyone. We are now right in front of the dungeon of Lair of the Usurper, and that's a reference for you guys. We're at the Candleblind Bridge. So, as you recall, this is a level 16 dungeon, and we're definitely more than able to tackle this dungeon now. Okay. So already, right off the bat, we see 2 treasure chests. Let me try and circle around here.
Let the experiment begin.
Oh dear. What do we have here? Wow, they're all like different. First of all, let's see what we got here. double stab. Well, that's pretty obvious what it does. Probably stab all. Ooh, this might actually be a better creature to capture than the one I currently have as far as dagger is concerned. So I'll try and go for this Vagrant Froggen level 2. Alright. Having said that, let's try and... Wow, this is a level 4. Let's see what it does actually. It's still a 4-star strength, actually. It doesn't... I guess the Roman numeral doesn't mean it's stronger or weaker. Alright, I guess I'll just try this. Doesn't work.
Thinking time.
Not surprising. Let's try ice.
Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Yay.
My turn.
Let's see if it's weak to sword. Guess not.
Here I come.
Let's see if it's weak to... Guess not either.
Ready?
Yay, it's weak.
Prepare yourself.
Ooh, that's not good.
Thinking time.
I don't want to accidentally... You know what, I'll just spend one turn healing.
May your wounds be healed.
I owe you. Here we go.
Let's try and capture this dude. Okay. Oh, I could capture him regardless. I'll capture him. And I'm gonna throw away the Manticore. Alright. Now I don't have to hesitate.
Wings of frost.
Cleaning time. And so it goes.
Unexpected. I guess from now on I should bring Ochette more out to the field so she can capture more beasts. But anyway. Oh, I thought there'd be a secret way to get over to the east side chest. I wonder how we're gonna get up there. Well, let's keep proceeding. Oh, well, that's self-explanatory. Sleeping dust. So, probably just put enemies to sleep. Alright, let's see if we can... Okay, these are all like different enemies, but they're all frog-based. Okay, stab. More stabbing. Okay, they're not...
Sorry. Ready?
Well, let's hope they're weak to...
Here I come.
But this is where... it's best to learn an axe move like this. See, very useful if you're tackling mobs.
Thinking time.
And this guy can use ice to finish him off.
Wings of frost. Study harder.
And that's a level up. Oh, there is a secret path. I knew it. See, it pays to pay a lot of attention. Thunder Mace. Huh. I wonder if it gives your attack a thunder element. Equip effect raises potency of lightning. Elemental attack is 40, but physical attack is 60. I'm hard pressed to know anyone who wants a physical based staff. See, I think most RPGs nowadays, they are unable to create enough staff that balance. But basically, I think staff that focuses on physical attack is meant for characters that, like say, Hikari decides to branch into being a priest, and he wants a high physical damage staff for his own skill set. But this game has a problem trying to balance that. Alright. And based on how many frogs we've seen so far, I'm willing to bet there's probably a frog-type boss at the end of this dungeon. Ooh, jeez.
My turn.
Great. Now we know exactly who we're fighting. It's incredibly useful to have Oswald here.
Wings of frost.
Prepare yourself.
Right. Just finish this.
Oswald is running out of magic points, so let's give him a mystical staff on this dude.
Don't mind if I do.
Brilliant, Professor.
Prepare yourself. There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
I almost wanted to cast that healing spell on Hikari to see how it heals him. Maybe I'll do that next time I'm challenging someone. Okay, well this is a dead end. Ooh, it looks like there's a area with water in it. Wow, I find it surprising that there's no boss here. Hopefully there's no mimic or booby trap chest. I've yet to run into some, but that's a classic Grail of Life. Fully revives and fully restore. Wow, that is all allies? Wow. I'm surprised there isn't a boss guarding something like this. Okay. Weathered Treasure Shield. Let's see what it does. Ooh, this is what I was looking for, an SP recovery shield. I think I'm gonna give it to Oswald, actually. He is gonna need it. Yep. Wow, I'm actually surprised there isn't a boss there. Maybe there's supposed to be like a frog-based boss guarding it.
Fight.
What the heck is all this? These are all like new enemies. I guess I'll analyze this thing.
Let me look at you.
Axe and it has 800 hit points. Okay.
Ready?
Well, I've tried to memorize a list of weakness and basically the pattern. And as far as I'm concerned, the weakness for weapon, it goes like this: sword, spear, bow, axe. Hang on. I think I might be messing it up. Sword, spear, sword, spear. Then I think it was like a D. What's the D word? Yeah, I'm sure it'll come to me. But then it was like a sword, spear, something, axe, bow, staffs. Alright, moving on. Let's try knife. Yeah, it's not knife.
Now it begins.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know what? Let's bring out Mahina.
Mahina!
So you notice how she couldn't control which creature her beast attack?
Too slow. What to do?
Oh, okay, I remember now. The order should be sword, spear, dagger, axe, bow, staves. In that order. And as far as element is concerned, it's fire, ice, lightning, wind, light, dark.
My prey awaits. Ha!
Here I come.
Thinking time. Let me look at you.
Okay, I better start healing next time.
Cleaning time.
Okay, this is starting to get
Prepare
annoying.
yourself.
Just can't seem to land any solid blows.
I need a plan.
Let's do this.
Burn bright, oh sacred flame.
Nice one,
Let's try and capture this. Okay, I think I'm looking for Poison Sting actually. Okay, let's capture this dude. Yes, I'm gonna replace the porcupine with it.
Cleaning time.
I don't even know what's. This is starting to bug me that I can't figure out what this thing is weak to. Especially the slug. It's probably weak to sword? Okay.
No.
I've lost track of which one it's weak to, so forget it. I'm just gonna blow it away with fire.
Fire. Burn.
Wow, they're both weak to fire. Wish I'd known that earlier.
Fine work, Oswald. I still have much to learn.
This is why analyze is so important. I guess I'll keep that in mind for future's sake. Or maybe that was... oh no, that wasn't a scripted encounter, so... I was wondering if that might have been like a trap you trigger by opening all those 3 chests. But, is this really the end of the dungeon? I thought for sure there'd be something more. I guess that's it, really. But, as a heads up for you guys, I was actually looking for a, the sea scorpion here because it has that ability that's poison sting. So it's basically a good ability for Ochette in terms of being a bow type. Because, yeah, surprisingly, if you provoke with Ochette, you cannot use your weapon. Like, you cannot use an axe or a bow. You have to use your creatures. The only thing that can battle are your creatures. And having a bow with poison is, like I said, very helpful in beating tough enemies. So that's that. Mahina's pretty much got us covered as far as elemental weaknesses and like breaking those kinds of shields. So what I'm eventually going to do is replace this rock tortoise with a powerful like single hit skill that I'm going to use after I manage to break all my opponent's shield. That's like my ace hit, my limit break, whatever you call it. So for now, I think that's it for this dungeon.
What to do?
There's really nothing you can do as a thief. I guess I defend.
Thinking time.
Let's try and beat some of these guys.
Don't mind if I do.
Here I come.
Hikari really can't do much either, so... let's use this.
Allow me.
Here we go. Cleaning time.
I'll just defend for now.
My turn.
What the... I'll just use Vengeful Blade.
Choose your next move wisely.
I need a plan. Fire. Burn.
Nice one, Oswald. Ha!
I return your wrath twofold.
What a show. Playtime's over.
Thinking time. Feel my wrath.
Alright, let's recover some magic point from him.
Don't mind if I do. I've seen worse methods. Alright.
I think that's pretty much everything we found here in this dungeon. Please leave a comment if I've missed anything, guys. And otherwise, I'm gonna just go to Ryu here and start this level 8 cross path. I've never done a cross path before. I don't think there was something like that in the original Octopath. So let's see what happens when we do. Let's change our party, and I think I'm gonna kick out Ochette and have Agnea here as support. I thought I'd be able to start the chapter right away, but I guess not. Well, in that case, let us listen to a tale. The Dancer and the Warrior Part 1. Oh, so there's more than one. During a quiet night in Ryu, Agnea and Hikari hear the sounds of a beautiful instrument drifting on the wind.
Hey, Hikari, you hear that? What a pleasant sound. I could listen to it all day.
That's a lute, an instrument well loved in Ku.
That song was beautiful.
It's been too long since I've heard the melodies of a lute in the air.
Far and wide, people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that. They call me Yomi of 1,000 tones.
Wow, what a name.
I've traveled to every corner of this world, taking in my fill of its music along the way. I have a song for every occasion, every place, every person.
You've piqued my interest. Let's have one then.
Gladly, provided you have the coin. My 1,000 tones were mastered at great effort, after all.
You have money, right, Hikari?
Oh, great. The poor pauper prince. This is gonna be an interesting combination. Oh, I guess I can't do anything else with anyone, so let's bribe. It better not cost more than like 1,000. Oh, okay, that's surprisingly cheap.
Will this do?
A lutist well known to those in the desert as Yomi of the 1,000 Tones. She knows a great number of songs and has been widely praised for delivering tailored performances that move her listeners' hearts. Wow, and only 28 years old. That's quite young, relatively speaking.
Is this enough, Lady Yomi?
Of course, this shall buy you a song. One that will fit you as well as your finest kimono. However... I require time to make ready. Return to me tomorrow eve, and you shall have what you paid for.
Ah, behind every great show is hours of preparation.
Just so. Now gird your hearts, for tomorrow they shall be moved as they never have been before.
See, there's something about this whole thing that seems very, shady. I just think real talented artists never have to flaunt how great they are, like with nickname like Yomi of the 1,000 Tones, you know? Like, it's one thing if people, like other people, give you that name and praise you and refer to you as such. It's another if you do it yourself. And, you know, I don't know. There's something about this lady that... I can't really explain. It's just, I feel like if you're all that, you don't need to tell people you're all that, but they'll realize it. But okay, let's see what we got to do. Do we just rest, or what? Do I talk to her again? So I guess I can skip time. Oh, there she is. Okay, maybe she is all that. Okay, well, I'm wrong. My bad.
Welcome, welcome! My audience of 2 has arrived. Now, listen well and be carried away by my 1,000 tones.
Something seems different about her, doesn't it?
Yes, it appears she's already spent our payment on those fine clothes.
Alas, I must apologize, for I cannot carry you away just yet. I've come into a spot of trouble, you see.
You have?
Look here. The string of my lute has frayed. Without replacements, I fear...
That our song will have to wait?
Indeed. It is tantamount to asking a soldier to charge into battle with a broken sword.
Oh, we wouldn't want that happening.
If I recall, lute strings are made from the hair of a horse's tail, yes?
Indeed, there is but one man nearby with the means to help, but he is not one to offer his aid lightly. He'll have no truck with a wanderer such as I. He scarcely acknowledges my existence.
Reminds me of Papa.
Then maybe you can help him see reason. Can I count on you?
You don't need to ask. I'll see what I can do.
I really hope that this lady doesn't turn out to be some sort of scammer. I really hope. Well, she really hopes she's not a scammer, because she doesn't want to end up on the wrong side of Hikari's blade. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's entreat this gentleman. Oh, level 1. Hair from a horse's tail that can be used in a variety of ways. Yes. You need a hair from a horse's tail? Ooh, alright, I'll have... Wait, you can have it. I don't know why I read that last part. It was already voiced by Agnea. Anyway, let's talk.
Will this work, Yummy?
Oh, I believe it will. This is finer than I could have imagined. I see you too can move the hearts of others.
You might be right about that.
With this, I can craft a string worthy of my skill. However, I fear the moment is not right for such a performance. Pray come again tomorrow, and I promise that my melody shall lift you to the heavens.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
The wait will make the music sound all the sweeter. Be patient, Hikari.
If you insist. You're generous with the benefit of the doubt, I see.
Okay, I'm gonna give this lady the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna get the feeling that she is a performer, but she's not as great as she seems to claim. Though there's also maybe a possibility she's waiting for the perfect, what do you call it, ambience, or the perfect night with a shining moon or whatever, something like that. But alright, let's see. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have to run all the way out into the middle of the desert to find her? Oh, maybe not. Alright. Let's hear it.
strings.
We were looking for you. Do you ever stay in the same spot?
My sincerest apologies for the trouble. However, I had no choice but to go where I could best drink in the beauty of tonight's moon.
You're right. It's enchanting.
I wanted its dulcet rays to alight upon my lute as I played your song. Tonight, I perform upon a stage like no other, with string and garb equal to the occasion. All thanks to you, my most honored audience of two.
I hope this is worth the trouble.
It will be, I assure you. Now, listen.
I've never heard such a song before. I was moved, but somehow I feel so sad.
By the light of the heart, a favorite of mine. The clothes, the strings, the moon, they must be just so. It is the only way to perform this song correctly.
Yomi, why did you choose this song to play for us?
I've heard it before. I had a friend who would often play the lute for me. She always struck warm tones to match the warmth in her heart. Her name was Tsuki.
Was?
But you played the song much differently than she did. You painted it with melancholy.
Well then, our business is concluded. I shall take my leave.
Okay, so that is part 1. I wonder if we'll run into her at part 2. I'm gonna throw out a theory that those two are somehow related. Yomi and Suki. Alright, let's see if we can beat some sense into some of these people now. Level 5. You know what? I think Oswald might be able to tackle this guy now, so let's try and mug him.
I'll take that. I like my odds.
A bow.
I need a plan. Let me look at you.
Elemental, finally. An elemental weakness. Oof. Another oof. Well, do I want to analyze him? You know what? Let's see if he's weak to... It's a bow, right? Bow and stave. So he's not weak to stave. We can tell from that. So, instead of... You know what? Let's do an elemental barrage.
Indulge me for a moment.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Now then.
Do another elemental barrage.
Indulge me for a moment.
And I'm gonna pray I'll be able to break him this time.
Indulge me for a moment. Thinking time.
Alright, let's do this.
Calculations complete. Fire. Burn.
Wow, he's still not down? I am impressed.
Now then.
Alright, time to heal myself.
May your wounds be healed. I need a plan. Feel my wrath!
And I'm gonna recover on my own magic point.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, that was worthless. Okay,
This one's for me.
let's try a different approach.
Now then. Indulge me for a moment. Thinking time. Indulge me for a moment. Now then.
Alright. Let's try and break him before he gets another chance. Oh, come on. My luck is so piss poor.
Indulge me for a moment.
There we go.
Now, calculate in pursuit of knowledge.
You know what, let's do a cleric skill. This should kill him.
Burn bright, O sacred flame. Study harder.
Alright, let's see what I get. A strong axe and an empowering
A
ring.
worthwhile endeavor.
Alright, let's see. Empowering ring will just pump up your hit point. It might be good for Hikari. The strong axe might be good for Agnea. Alright. Let's have Hikari equip, yeah, that's a... Empowering ring is better for him than protective earring. And the axe, let's go and see if the axe is good for someone else. Maybe it's good for her. Yeah, it might actually be good for her, but I'm also thinking it might be good for Ochette to get more accuracy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give Ochette the axe and... Well... okay. Guess only Ochette gets the upgrade. Let's see if I can mug anyone else. Nope. I guess we can check out the map again and figure out where we want to go. Well, Ochette has a level 15 route here. I might go to Conning Creek next. Okay, we have a level 16 cross chapter, but I don't think I'm in a hurry for that yet. Throne Ace level 16 is also up next. So I think I'm going to bring Ochette, Throne A, and Let's see who is next. Maybe Particio. Ochette, Throne, Particio. Could bring Casti as well. Ochette, Throne, Particio, Casti. Hard to choose. I'll definitely bring Ochette. I think these are good, but I think... You know what, I might switch Throne for Casti. But now I'm really unbalanced. You know what, I'll deal with this for now.